Well, rather interesting report to share with you guys today. The mainstream media, and more specifically the Wall Street Journal, has just stated that within about 9 to 12 months, they are stating that the economic crap is literally going to hit the fan. No joke. I'm surprised that they actually admitted this under a Democrat presidency, but these are not the words coming out of my mouth. These are the words coming out of the Wall Street Journal. But before I dive in, I want to remind you, check out my partner and sponsor at preparewithlisa.com. Look, if you guys don't have food storage, now is absolutely the time to get that, especially in light of what you're going to be hearing on today's broadcast. And right now, you can get their 3-month emergency food kit for $250 off by going to preparewithlisa.com. They even have a $50 off of their 4-week emergency food supply kit. But check it out at preparewithlisa.com, and you can find more information in the description box below. All right, so let's dive into this 9 to 12 month prediction by the Wall Street Journal. I'm going to go directly to the source because I think it's a rather interesting article. And here it is. The Wall Street Journal: as savings slowly shrink, consumer spending is on borrowed time. For now, spending remains strong as consumers use hoard of savings to catch up on experiences they missed during the pandemic. But it goes on to state this: it is the $1.7 trillion question for the U.S. economy. How long can the savings consumer build up during the pandemic and keep their spending going? The answer: about 9 to 12 months. In other words, we're going to have some kind of major economic problem in about 9 to 12 months. But they go on to expand what they're talking about, and they state, in 2019, before the pandemic hit, households saved 8.8% of their disposable income. That savings rate jumped to 16.8 in 2020, the highest annual savings rate on record, as government stimulus and unemployment benefits left many consumers flush with cash, but with few opportunities to spend during the lockdowns. Fast forward to 2021. In 2021, the savings rate moderated to 11.8%, and it has fallen further during 2022. The rate has been below 4% for 7 straight months, and in September, it stood at 3.1%, near its lowest level since the 2008 financial crisis. This suggests that consumers are spending more and saving less of their monthly income than normal because inflation forces them to spend more on higher priced goods and services. They go on: the Federal Reserve Bank of New York said credit card balance increased 15% year over year in the third quarter, the largest increase in over 2 decades. So there you go. That kind of gives you an idea of some of the turmoil that we're going to be, according to the Wall Street Journal, expecting in the very near future. And they pointed out a lot of things here. The Federal Reserve is showing that our balances are going up on our credit cards, specifically by 15% year to year. And not only that, but we're spending more of our money on our basic necessities. Now, a lot of us are like, well, I don't need you to tell me that. We all know. I mean, we're all hurting, especially this Thanksgiving season. I'm with all you guys this Thanksgiving. I'm excited to celebrate it with you here in a couple of days. But prices for your turkey, for your gravy, for your food, for that stuffing, for everything you're going to be buying has gone up significantly. So while we may have had a reprieve somewhat in the middle, there are predictions stating that all of that money is going to be used up, and we're going to get to the point where we're basically going to, according to Wall Street Journal, in about 9 to 12 months, our consumer spending is going to kind of teeter off, thus causing major economic issues. Now, if you take that in conjunction with the housing market and the fact that we've got Democrats right now leading our country, then we've got some real problems. Take a look at this other article I found called The Real Estate Collapse of 2023 by Douglas A. Mercantile on Markets Today. But here it is. Experts who cover the real estate market look for a collapse of prices and sales in 2023. Almost the entire reason is interest rates, which are near 7% for 30-year fixed rate mortgages. The number may top 8% next year. This is going to be a 2-decade high. Home prices will dive next year, particularly in expensive markets. The Federal Reserve will take most of the blame. Its efforts to fight inflation through interest rate increases have driven mortgage rates that have made too many houses unaffordable. So there you have it. We have a lot of things happening at once. But more specifically, while we're all struggling to keep up and live our lives on a daily basis, we have the Democrat Party now in power. And instead of attempting to fix this issue, they are more focused on climate agendas, woke agendas, pushing critical race theory, and just basically kicking the American people when they're down. Well, enough is enough. Hopefully, our Republicans there in the House are enough to stand against some of this corruption and the fact that the Biden administration is spending our tax dollars with no regard to anything. We're sending billions of dollars over to Ukraine. We're selling our precious petroleum reserves. And meanwhile, the American people are fighting just to live their lives on a daily basis. And here now, we've got the Wall Street Journal stating that in about 9 to 12 months, there is going to be some economic turmoil regarding consumer savings and spending amounts. So there you have it. Lots of things to just kind of throw at you there. But with that, as a reminder, please subscribe right now to restrictedrepublic.com. With all the censorship and all the things that are happening on multiple platforms, this is the place that I am going to be. Justice Knight is going to be. We've got guest contributors coming on there. And I've got exclusive content that you're not going to get anywhere else. If you really need and want to know what's going on, check out restrictedrepublic.com. And right now, because of the economic situation that we're living in, and I promised myself we wouldn't give it away this low again, but use the coupon code FJB, and that'll get you the broadcast for $3.99 per month for the entire first year. I cannot stress how important it is to get on these alternative platforms and support what we do here. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be on these platforms here like YouTube. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.